Welcome back to the Vision Streetwear ABA Grand Nationals of BMX from Oklahoma City. Now, Scott, we were talking earlier, and the ABA, the American Bicycle Association, mentioned they predict over 100,000 racers for 1988. Now, that's a lot of competitors. How do they break them up into different classes?
Well, as you know, Bart, there are 72 individual classes, but here we're going to feature the battle for the overall champions in the pros, the cruisers, the amateur class, and the girls.
So let's take a look at our pros.
Well, currently in the number 4 position is Travis Chiprez, riding for Mongoose Bicycles in only his second year as a pro. Eagle Snack sponsored Sean Texas of San Diego, California is in the number 3 position. And then there's Rookie of the Year, Charles Townsend. This, his first race for his new sponsor, Revcor Racing. And coming in is defending national champ, Pistol Pete Lonkarovich of Team Haro. Pete has held 5 titles in the past, but keeping this one's going to be tough.
Pete fractured his clavicle approximately 3 weeks ago. And at that time, he came in, having been x-rayed, showing a fracture. He came into the clinic, and we started treating him. He's been treated now for 2 weeks. He's got excellent function. His pain is subsided, and he is recovering quite rapidly. Our treatment plan consists of using high-frequency sound, ultrasound, and diathermy. And by doing this, we are able to promote the inflammatory process to where the healing is greatly accelerated to levels where instead of being 8 to 12 weeks in treatment or in a cast of some type, these patients are able to respond within 2 weeks and competing within 4 weeks. And that's basically where we're at now with Pete.
Now, Scott, I've had a number of shoulder injuries myself, and it seems to me that power off the start was a major problem for Pete.
Yeah, it was obvious. In early rounds, that Pete was in pain and unable to properly lift up for obstacles and have the awesome acceleration he's accustomed to. Unfortunately, he was unable to qualify for the semi-mains, stopping any hope for a repeat title.
And Dean Bradley has Pete trackside right now.
I'm standing here with the recently dethroned Pistol Pete Lonkarovich, the ex-national #1 pro. Pete, how do you feel at this time?
I feel kind of disappointed because of my injuries right before the Grand Nationals, and all I have to say is that congratulations to the new #1, and that you better take care of my crown and keep it clean because I'm going to be back, and he could have it for 12 months, and that's about it because I'm coming back, Jack.
Great, thanks, Peter.
And pro semi #1 is setting up in the gate, Scott. Now, we started out with 30 of the world's top pro BMXers, and now only 12 remain.
That's right, and what a lineup we have. 2 of our title contenders are matched up in this one. Tall and strong Sean Texas on the inside of the gate, and rookie Charles Townsend in lane 7. Their nerves got to be chattering because one slip up in this race could cost a whole year of training and racing. Only the top 4 riders will go to the main event. And to make things tougher, the ever-present Anderson brothers are in the center of the gate, and Daddy Eric Roop is on the outside.
A whole lot of pressure for just a 30-second sprint.
Get ready, riders.
If you look at this moto here, Bart, of this semi-main, you'll see what is typically a main event at most normal nationals.
And a bad start for Texas.
But Townsend has the lead, our Rookie of the Year, riding for the new team Revcor, all made in USA, and here comes the Malachi brothers of BMX, Richie and Ron. Texas moving up into 3rd. We've still got our Revcor Townsend out in front. Ronnie Anderson moving into that 2nd, a past national champion in the pro class. Texas holding down 3rd for Team Eagle Snacks, and Richie Anderson on the bubble spot. Smart and Roop trying to get in there, saying, we got to qualify. We want to be in that main. That's where the bucks are. It's still Townsend holding a comfortable lead. Ronnie Anderson just checking him out, setting him up so he knows where to make a pass in the main event. Townsend will come in 1st, Anderson 2nd, Sean Texas in 3rd, and it looks like Cody Smart comes in 4th after Richie Anderson dumped in the final turn.
And these guys are some amazing athletes. And right there, you're looking at Travis Chiprez. He was my stunt double in the movie Red, Scott.
Couldn't be a nicer, guys, as I'm sure in working on the movie Rad you found out. He's got some tough competition, though. Like our last semi-main, this would qualify as a main event at any typical national. He's got the Blaze, Todd Blazer from Team Elf, Gary Ellis, current world champion for GT, Billy Griggs, Mr. Bill for Redline, Rick Palmer for Skyway, and Greg Hill for Robinson on the inside. Greg, a 10-year veteran of the wars of bicycle motocross. As the gate snaps out, it looks like on the outside, Gary Ellis making a good move with our man, Travis Chiprez, on the inside. Ellis pulling out a big hole shot, coming over the first set of multiple jumps. Chiprez, and here comes Palmer on the inside. Palmer has made consistent dives zags on the inside of turns here at the Grand Nationals all through the qualifying races. And there he goes again, taking that inside move.
Oh, and a good move on the inside.
Yeah, that was Todd Blazer making a move on Billy Griggs, but Ellis still holding a dominant lead. Travis Chiprez in that good second spot. He's got an easy qualifying position. As long as he holds the inside line and doesn't let Palmer dive on him.
And a terrific battle for the fourth spot
Billy
going
Griggs
on.
now dives on the inside of Blazer. So our qualifiers are going to be Ellis, Chiprez, and Billy Griggs, along with Rick Palmer. Good competition here in the AA Pros, Bart. Some exciting action, and there is a big toss-up now for the overall pro #1 rider at the ABA Grands.
And one of the favorites has to be Charles Townsend. Let's go down to Dave Stanfield.
The key to winning right now, the track's extremely hard. It's getting some bumps in it, and it's getting a little loose on the hard section, right? It's getting a groove, actually.
Yeah, it's really rough in the first turn. That race, I almost crashed coming out of the first turn because my feet were just sliding all over my pedals. But all you got to do is just keep concentrating.
Best luck.
Thank you, sir.